The chairman of the Ways and Means Committee in the House has set a deadline of April 10th for the commissioner of the IRS to hand over to Congress, to hand over to him specifically, the president's tax returns, his personal returns and a bunch of returns from the president's business. He set an April 10th deadline. April 10th is, of course, tomorrow. But as of this afternoon, the IRS commissioner appeared to have absolutely no idea whatsoever as to how he planned to respond by tomorrow's deadline, or whether or not Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin might try to step in to stop the release of those returns under the law.
We did receive the letter. We're looking into it and expect to respond.
And so I'll ask you, how will you respond?
We're working on it.
Has Treasury talked to you about this decision?
They've talked to me about the
Communicated with you is perhaps the better way to add.
They're aware of the fact that we've received the letter. That's correct.
Has anyone at Treasury communicated with anyone at the IRS about that decision?
Counsel for the IRS has been interactive, and I had a brief discussion with the secretary that we received the letter.
That conversation was just that you received the letter. Was there something beyond the fact that the letter was received?
No.
He didn't request you to act in a certain way?
No.
Didn't suggest that he was going to make the decision to you?
There was a discussion about, and that's what I'm saying about we're working on it. There was a discussion about who's going to handle the response.
And what was that? And what did the Treasury Secretary say?
There's no conclusion on that.
Is it your understanding that you have discretion under this sort of a request under the law, that you can decide whether or not to comply with a request under 6103 tax code?
I think it'd be inappropriate for me to identify what the understanding is with respect to that.
What have your legal experts told you? It's hard to imagine, sir, that they're going to say at 5 minutes till midnight, okay, what are we going to do? Did they talk to you at all, or did you ask about whether you have discretion whether to respond or to comply?
I have not asked, and I think it'd be premature for me to speculate with you now.
Would it have been premature to ask them if you had discretion?
I have not asked.
Now that you mention it, I haven't asked if this is my job, if I have discretion over whether or not to release the tax.